in the city of Toledo, we have a really well-known kind of subculture of a good old boys club. So as mayor, when you get to that point, how are you gonna break that down and create all of these groups that you want to pull together and still make things happen without that pushback from those people?
I think the idea that there's a good old boys network in Toledo is really a throwback to our past. I don't see the power of those old power structures. I don't think they're as powerful as they once were. I think that we have the power of, as a community, to be stronger than that. And I think that I've seen on council, when a community came forward and spoke, I've seen the way that they've been able to impact decisions that have been made. What you have to do is you have to give people a voice. The people can be very powerful when they have an opportunity to speak. We have to let people know that there's a way for them to come forward and speak. But personally, I will tell you that my negotiating skills are excellent. I always look in a situation for what the other person's motivation is. What do they need? What do they need to come out of this with? And I'm usually able to find a way in which people feel that they've either won enough or lost as little as they can stand to lose, that we can come to an agreement. So much of civic life isn't about winning or losing, but it's really about finding a way that we can find some common ground. Now, there is a problem in Toledo, and rather than call it a good old boys network, I would call it more of a limit to access. Too many things in Toledo go to the people who know how to ask for them, who've been asking for these same things. And I don't care if it's economic development incentives or what it is really in Toledo. It seems like there's sort of a network of people who historically have known how to ask for certain things, and they get it. Broadening access, broadening opportunity to everyone, to every neighborhood, to every entrepreneur. To me, that's a matter of principle. And I will pledge to that we will make access to programs and opportunities equal across neighborhoods, across all of Toledo. When I graduated from Bowling Green State University in 1982 with a fine arts degree, there was nowhere to show your art in Toledo. There was no real art scene happening at that time. My brother lived in Dallas and I showed art in Dallas. And you know, today we have this fantastic art scene now. It's growing, it's very exciting, it's bringing a lot of life to our city. But I have to tell you, no elected official can take credit for this. This is something that grew organically because of the will of the people that wanted to see it happen. And that kind of power is what we have to harness. Not the idea that an elected official is going to make these things happen, but an elected official can bring the right environment where these things can grow. So we have to give credit to all of the people, the young people, the people who opened galleries, the people who started Artomatic 419, that really created this art scene, not to an elected official. But I know that there are people we can draw back into civic life who can bring their contributions and that kind of energy to the things that they care about for Toledo.
With the voters out here, if they only know Mike Bell, Cardi Finkbeiner, those that have been in office before, and we survived them being in office, they don't know anything about you. Why should they vote for you, the unknown, and why not just go for somebody they know that can get us through 2 years?
Survival is not enough. For too long, that's been the mentality in Toledo. This is good enough for us. It's not good enough. People need to vote for someone who's going to bring the city together, that's going to bring the kind of collaborations, the powerful partnerships together, so that we can take advantage of all the assets that we have in Toledo. We need someone who's come from the business community, because I know how to deal with the budget. I know how to measure performance. I know how to bring collaboration together, and I know how to negotiate. Those are the skills that we need to bring now.